But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. That is caught inside the 5. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. They go I formation. Fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby, and they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get into the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, though.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
He's going to look deep for more. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Although a jet sweep to start the drive. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 37. Rodgers now on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. An inside give to Jones. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. To throw is Rodgers. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. There wasn't even thought of a short field goal. There was no hesitation. They were going for it.
I think he was thinking ahead a couple plays ago, that if he got in this situation, they were definitely going for it. And you're right. It was a confident call and a decisive run to pick it up.
Now Jones. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll try again with Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jacksons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Now it's Wilson. Trying to lay one up deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Wilson. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They get this to Smith on the jet sweep. And he's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain a strategic advantage and maybe go for 2 early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Quinnen Williams, so hard to block, and he shows it that time, making the tackle for loss.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle 3rd of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give to Hall running right. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Hall again on 2nd down. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Now Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And they're not going to get the kick off in time. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A give to Jones. They find some open field here. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they will take a knee here. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. They'll try and run it in with Jones. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll go again to Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Jet defense so far standing tall. They need another stop now, 3rd and goal. Here's Jones, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers have taken a 4th quarter lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. He's going to let it fly. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it. And that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
140 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this one is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the counter, here's Jones. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Rodgers to throw. steps away. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Rodgers throwing here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. And that touchdown, Charles, with very little time remaining, boy, it just sucked any energy and momentum out of the other sideline.
Yeah, take an incredible comeback in the final minute to bring this one back to even. A great series there offensively. They saw an opportunity to slam the window shut, and they followed through.
Crosby with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining. But that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick.
And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
Oh, the trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full of confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. That hit them either close range or at a distance. If God's for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You end up dead. Them West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut up with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands. Deep up in the trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down. She real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby. No witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look, see, I was the high school slick brick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 crippin'. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to let me Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take 2 and pour out a little for my who won't live to see them all.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Somebody to hold me. Some done woke up in me. I've been going crazy. I've been doing my thing. They not ready for me. Y'all been playing with me. No time for the silly games. Damn, it really must be so intimidating. But I gotta be great. That's the God up in me. Whoa, yeah. Somebody to hold me. I'm still cooking out the basement, and this game needs some saving. And I'm ready for the action, cause I'm tired of the acting. What happened to being great? What happened to being fashionably late? What happened to rocking shows? What happened to spitting flows?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Green Bay Packers and the Cleveland Browns. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Cleveland. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Watson. Quick throw, and he's got Amari Cooper. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Chubb with a first down carry as he'll get about 3 out of it. Make it 2nd and 7 coming up. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Watson. Touchdown, Browns. David Bell, 28 yards. And the Browns will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack. Another try after the 1st down sack. Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
This is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now Watson will step away, and out comes Cade York to handle this 4th down field goal try for the Browns. This will be a 34-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Running right, Jones. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On play action, Rodgers. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to again amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The give is to Jones. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Jones. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. He could not get rid of it in a big-time loss there on 3rd. The sack sets up 4th. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end, and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, Watson. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Watson on the sneak, and they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? Now Watson going to sneak it, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's Watson on the sneak. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. Deshaun Watson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Final shot before half for Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He finds Watson complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. They go back to the ground with Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be out of bounds. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones punching it in from a yard away. And the Packers are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson swings this out for Hunt. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On second down, right back to Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Got to figure now after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper 38 yards. And the Browns have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Second down, another shot for Jones. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Now Rodgers got to have this one. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. Hunt will try going up the middle, and this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Throwing now, Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On first down, it's Watson. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns Browns touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And we talked so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You're the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. I overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. it's gonna be a riot. Doubt me, it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, the mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better. Why these down me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Bloodshot cause I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they will never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. The sons of kings, the bulls, the gods. The moon, the light, the fools, the facts. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby. I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo. But they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, just to your friends. I walk alone. I see false idols, other titles. You need to grow. I've been lost your mind, but I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go. You're only wasting time. Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the glory. You'll always want more. My God, oh God, this is Son of God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes better.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Ay, I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba. So in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. I can make time traveling a surprise, make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. Tonight I hunt with the pride. You can't take my pride away. I can sing with the birds and the trees in the morning, or roll like the storms way over the ocean. My limit's
the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shine of the light. I can make an earthquake nervous, I can make the sun wear a visor. I can make a wise owl see me as a daily advisor. I'm that cool shade, peaceful night, and still my breath is a storm, I bet. I can make the thunder clap when I perform. It's just that in the laws of nature, I'm breaking the rules. Only thing I'm bad at is being a loser. Hey, I can make time travel a surprise. Make graveyards feel alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue, I'm making pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would've beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible. Impossible, impossible. Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give a now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, but you handsome. You ain't dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting I'm gonzo, headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Mama, cause you're wrong though, that's against a bro code. Headed to his home though, no we living solo. Vertebrae, got just broken to his place. It's chillin' his face, then I say it's evidence. You entertain my loyalty to infiltrate the only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain, you didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold. When the members on and get it going Donkey Kong, they got the hand dollar, will you give a dog a bone? I'm like, oh no, you gotta get it on your own. They get an attitude, I'm like, you better check your tone. They ain't got no job, need someone to take her home. I hop up in the car, whip like Indiana Jones. Going George Lucas, now I'm out here killing clones. Coming in strong like, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down, tear down. Boosted up my cardio, I used to get to run around. I've been doing this since I had to work at mama house. Tear down, tear down, tear down.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we're at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And off we go from Tampa.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Ryan Suckup on for the point after. And that one gives the Bucs a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
And here's Jones again on 2nd down.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers.
And complete once again to Watson. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Evans, the man in motion left. Brady now on 1st down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Airing this one out for Evans. It got his man complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Brady.
This one taken in by Otten.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On third down, Fournette. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. These two teams all tied after one. They'll try to run for it with Fournette. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On the ground with a tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Through a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's 3rd and goal. Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succa, and that makes the score 14-7. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Here's a give to Jones running left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, all right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hey, go 66. Let's go up. No, 66.
Brady going to throw. This is caught by Evans. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Mike Evans, 35 yards. And the Buccaneers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up. And it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Touchdown, Packers.
Christian Watson
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Packers have got it back to within a score. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Now Brady.
He's got Otten. He's got room at the 30.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 34. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Brady. He completes it to Evans. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, and maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be first and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. And that little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Buccaneers have it. And that has to be so frustrating because you know that they had something set up there for this first drive of the second half. It wasn't the fumble.
Sometimes no matter what you go over at halftime, no matter what you say, errors will result. And that's exactly what happened here. They were trying to change things from what happened in the first half. Instead, they continue to make mistakes.
Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time. Forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down is Brady. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Cade Otton from 10 yards out. And the Bucs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Now Rodgers. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So after the INT, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Brady. And this is caught by Evans. And they work this out past the 25. 23 yards the pickup there.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now this throw caught left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And even 100 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady.
He'll get that out to the flat to White.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd and goal, Brady, and in for the Buccaneers touchdown. The 4th touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point put through by Succop, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got them in position.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady now to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
This pass complete to Melton.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
A great effort there. 28 yards.
And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Rodgers will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception.
Mike Evans, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Bucs have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter.
Suck up for the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.